All right, we always love when we get to hear about the adventures of our host, the one and only Mr. Pat McMahon. And today he has quite a doozy of a story for us. So Pat, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Well, when I am looking at television now and occasionally some other channel, it's Shark Fest and Shark Month and Shark Week and and it's all fascinating. And I was watching and I thought, well, why don't I call my friends at Channel 7 and tell them about Pat feeding the sharks in Tahiti?
Okay. You didn't just swim with them, you fed them?
Yeah, yes, and it was not even any part of me that was on the... now, I've got to tell you, we were on a cruise, and at Tahiti, a series of islands, Moorea and Papeete, and just all of them so glamorous. But we got into a little excursion boat to go into the island and explore, and the first thing I see is a sign on a hut that says, "Feed the sharks." Well, see, this was a number of years ago, and it was before all the shark television stuff.
Right.
It warned us about some of the problems. I said, wow, I love scuba diving, and not a champion, but I'm okay.
Sure.
And I said, but wow, what an adventure that would be.
Okay, so you were like, sign me up.
So there was a guide, fortunately, that was there to take any cash that I happened to have in exchange for the adventure. A couple of other tourists and I, in scuba gear, go down in the Pacific.
And now Duffy was with you, right?
Duffy was on the ship.
Oh, she didn't join in. Okay, well, she's very smart.
No, Duffy's the one with the doctorate.
Yes.
Duffy's the academic person. She knows.
She was like, I'll watch from here, thank you.
I think I'll have a cocktail on the deck and let him go and feed the sharks. And I did. And we went down, and there was nothing around, and we were on the floor, and then some signal or something said lunchtime, and here they came. And I mean, it was 10, 12, 15 black-tip sharks.
Oh my gosh.
All coming over, and we each had a handful of tuna. Now, listen, I'm not that much. I'm not that much of an adventurer. I just thought if the guy has a business saying feed the sharks, he probably has an attorney that says this is all going to be okay. I mean, this is how naive I was, and so I go down with my tuna, and here they came, and Ernie the shark comes by, grabs a hunk of the tuna, leaves all of my fingers intact.
Oh my gosh.
Couple of others come by and they get the rest of it, and it was wonderful. Now I gotta tell you.
And this was out in just wild, open
off the
water.
off the coast of Bora Bora.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a marvelous wildlife adventure, particularly when, in the distance, to this day, I really swear, there was a large, gray, shadowy figure in the background. I don't know whether he was protecting the black-tip sharks that came by, or he just was not interested in tuna, or he just said, you know what, there's an Irish guy in my water, I don't even want to get close.
Oh, no. And so how many tourists went down there with you?
Half a dozen.
Oh my gosh.
And we kind of made a very large ring, and here was the guide. But I mean, there was no thought that anything could happen until I've been watching television recently, and I thought, that is the stupidest damn thing that anybody could possibly do.
Well, I was going to say, Pat, you have lived Shark Week in real life. You have experienced this in real life.
But please allow me to share with the audience and to you. I wouldn't do it again, not because of fear, because it really is exciting thinking about it again, and it's a beautiful area. I wouldn't do it because of the sharks, because that's why sharks attack people so often. Everybody knows they're so used to being fed from the ships and from the excursion boats and so on. They think when you're down there,
you have food.
Yeah, that's it. And so in deference to the sharks
And we probably don't
themselves.
taste that much different than tuna.
But I got to tell my story.
That is very cool, Pat. Thank you for sharing.
On the Daily Mix.
Thank you for sharing your Shark Week, your real life Shark Week adventure.
Lexy.
Pat, we love when you come on. Thank you again for sharing that
You
with
bet.
us. All right, guys. Well, hey, stick around because there is more of the mix. Not quite as good as what we just experienced, but there's more coming up after this.
Next
Pat,
time
thanks
it'll
for
be
coming.
slow.